it's scary what an accusation can do, especially in a case like this where you talk to the officer on cross-examination and you realize how little it is that he actually did to investigate the case.
Your client was essentially charged with this crime based on statements from a lady and her husband. And that is enough. That is enough for the prosecution to indict somebody and take them to trial and send them to prison. What would you say is one thing that people typically misunderstand about what you do?
Yeah, I get that a question about, how could you do what you do quite a lot. Sometimes it's a positive question. People are genuinely curious. Other times people are seemingly upset that I do what I do. So I try to reframe it when someone asks me with maybe a critical tone that, it's not that you're representing the crime, right? You're representing the individual. And really, the fact is that we all make mistakes. We all mess up. People who have been charged with a crime, they've been caught doing something that, typically they do regret, or something that they, made a mistake doing, or they have a substance abuse problem, or they have an addiction, or they, had a lot of trauma growing up and they haven't been able to process all of that. So, I think it's a misunderstanding to just hear criminal defense and think, oh, you're a big proponent of crime. You like to keep criminals on the street, something like that. When in reality, it's just a person that you're representing that is going through a really dark time. And it's just really an honor and a privilege to be able to walk with them through that dark time and try to use what I know to help them.